Hi, my name is Gudrun from G Designs. Welcome to our live show. Happy Friday! Woo woo! Hi, everybody, and welcome to our show. And thank you all for being here on a Friday. This is our fun day, Friday Fun Day. Say hello to Mr. HP. Producing the show, participating in the show, dancing for you at the entry of the show.
Getting my groove on.
Got his groove on, that's for sure. So of course, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to our channel's YouTube channel if you're there, or if you're watching on Facebook, hit that like and subscribe button. We love that. We're here every week. So throughout the show, make sure you comment, talk to us, say hi to your friends, tell us where you're tuning in from, because all of your comments count in the end. If you're watching us live, we pull a live winner every show for a $25 gift card. Yes, hearts, thumbs up. We're gonna have a happy, happy, happy Friday. Yes. So helping with that, of course, every Friday we have a little something good in a glass to toast the week. And it just so happens today, I'm about to sneeze. Woo! It was a false alarm. Today, you know, we like to talk about the weird, cool, thoughtful days, like national days, international days, world days of the day and of the week. Today, oddly enough, this cocktail that I picked has its own day, and it's today. And this is a Harvey Wallbanger day. Now, who remembers a Harvey Wallbanger?
Not me.
That was before my time.
What is a Wallbanger? Does that mean?
Well, the Harvey Wallbanger, what's in here is pretty much just vodka and orange juice. So it's like a screwdriver, but then you put the Galliano liqueur, you kind of float it on top. And this was very popular in the 70s. And it actually put this liqueur, Galliano, on the map. Now, I remember Galliano.
I know, I feel like hitting my head against the
I remember
wall.
Galliano shots. Galliano shots from the 80s. Not 80s, I would say 90s. Who remembers Galliano shots from the 90s? They were layered. I think they had like whipped cream on top.
You was only like 7 years old. What do you need to know about that?
I said 90s. Late 90s.
What do you need to know about that?
Mid 90s.
When you're 8.
Hey, I was 20 in the 90s. I was prime. But we have Harvey Wallbangers, so cheers, everybody. Cheers.
I'm still trying to figure out why Wallbanger.
Ooh, so there's stories about that. Actually, I read about this. There are two different stories how the name came about. Of course, there's this wild story about the guy that hosted a party, and they were drinking screwdrivers, and he found this liqueur, didn't know what it was, and just poured it on top. And one of his friends, called Harvey, got really drunk and started banging his head to a wall. Which
there it is.
It's a very unbelievable story. There is another story from a bar that it just came to be, and somebody's last name was Harvey, but
Still banging their head against the wall.
it's a name that you just don't forget, right? Yeah. It's yeah.
Harvey or banging your head against the wall?
Harvey Wallbanger, all together. And here, like with a name like that, you thought it would be this, you know, complex cocktail. Nope, it's just a Wallbanger, I guess.
Seems like a gin and juice.
All right, yeah, it kind of is, because there's a little herbal flavors to the Galliano, and so he likes gin and orange juice. So with the vodka, it's very similar. It's very similar. Brenda said she made a lot of these when she was bartending, so that's excellent. Yeah, Jane says, I remember buying my parents a bottle of Galliano. It looked like the Eiffel Tower. It's a very tall, pretty bottle, very tall. And I remember that. Okay, oh, Patty says her mother used to bake a Harvey Wallbanger cake. It was delicious.
Ooh.
Actually, when I was researching, I came across a Harvey Wallbanger cake. I didn't look at the recipe, but that's very interesting. Okay, everybody's telling me I need to make that. All right.
I think so.
All right. A lot of things we have to make this weekend. But sir, you have a word of the day. Every day we learn something about your vocabulary every day, every week.
What?
So what is your word of the day,
I felt
sir?
it suited that the word of the day be juice.
Juice. Yes.
Now, juice can be a couple different things.
Sure does. Sure can.
Like, if you have too many Wallbangers, you'll be juiced.
You'll be juiced. Yes.
I use my lip juice for my lips.
Oh.
Very important. There's the brand Juicy.
Yep.
Sometimes
There's a burger called Juicy Lucy.
Juicy Lucy.
But juicy is means different things than juice.
Right.
You talk about joy juice all the time.
This could be joy juice.
Joy juice. I have a cocktail called Goody Juice, right?
Juice.
And I want to say, like, sometimes in the middle of the day, you're kind of running out of juice. You need a coffee or something.
Sometimes you run out of juice. And sometimes they say, like, if,
How do you say this?
how do I say it?
Without being improper.
No. Like weightlifters are like, man, you are juiced. Like they're really built. And sometimes they say that because they use
They got a lot of power. Yeah, so there it is.
juice.
Use juice in any which way you want today, or just add it to your drink.
Or just have some orange juice.
Or have some orange juice.
Pineapple juice.
A way to do this with non-alcoholic, leave out the vodka. Of course, it's a very intense, just orange juice flavor. And to get that little herbal, you can always use, what are they called? Bitters. So there's all kinds of bitters. So there's a herbal bitter that you can add, and it gives, you know, that essence of
you gonna talk about
the
the-
Galliano.
You gonna talk about the national days?
Yes, that's next.
Okay.
So national days, so obviously Harvey Wallbanger Day. It's also National STEM Day. So science, technology, engineering, and math. So yay, STEM is great. All kids should be involved in STEM. It's just gonna help you. You know what? If you're a quilter, math helps you every day. Just ask me. I'm doing math all day long. I love it. Not that I loved math as a kid. It was just easy, but STEM is great. It's World Radiography Day, you know, for those people that work in that world, in the hospitals and clinics doing the radiography work. Great. Pianist Day, World Pianist Day. Now, maybe, like, okay, so everybody that plays piano, can they call themselves pianists? Or do you have to have a certain level to be a pianist? I feel
would
like that's
say-
like a very elite term, pianist.
I'd say you have to have a certain level to be
Yeah.
a pianist.
And you have to be a professional pianist.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
2-finger chopsticks, not really
It's
a
not?
piano.
Okay. So we're not pianists in this house. It's also World Pomegranate Day. That's a good one. Pomegranate juice, very good for you. Cappuccino Day. You like a cappuccino every once in a while, don't you?
Love my cappuccino.
Mostly we have espresso almost every day, but
Espresso.
cappuccino's
Get our
not my
coffee.
thing. That's too much coffee. I just can do the one shot of espresso. That's my limit.
Get your coffee juice.
Yeah. And then it is also, if it wasn't enough to have a Harvey Wallbanger Day, it is National Shot Day. So, like, take a shot. Yeah, we weren't going to do that today.
Taking
That would
shots
be
is
too
no
much
fun.
at noon on a Friday. But, you know, however the world flows, you can do that Galliano shot. I'm
However you
trying to
wanna get
remember what
juiced.
was in that. I think it was like Kahlua and Galliano and then whipped cream or something.
However you want to get juiced.
It was something that you just didn't want to have too many of. I remember that. All right, let's move on to our Friday segment, our favorite, which is, of course, our
Are you juiced?
show and tell. Not yet. I had 2 sips. It was our show and tell. So these are quilts that you have all made and submitted into Gudrun's Quilt Crew, our Facebook group. And it's really hard to pick every week, but we picked 10 quilts to show off your amazing work. So let's check it out. A wonderful Winnie quilt. This one is made by Lorraine and looks like some beautiful fall colors. I love the oranges. Oh, this looks like Fall Frolic or one of Robin Pickens' lines. Very striking. Love the orange and browns. Beautiful job. Then we have Debbie, and this is a Dina quilt. Beautiful. I love the soft colors, and then you just have that little pop of darker. Great choice of that accent with a little bit of rusty orange. So love how this one turned out. And we have another Dina made by Judy. Now this one looks like it is some Tula pink, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Some beautiful mint green with the violet and pink and a little bit of lavender. Really great job. I love how that purple accent color just kind of mixes in with the darker, and then it shows up on the light. It's a nice illusion. Then we have a quilt submitted by Sarah. This is Sarah's daughter, and she made an off-kilter table runner, and she got a ribbon for it. Congratulations. Awesome job. I love the colors, patriotic colors. That's perfect for that runner. And it's so exciting to see young quilters be submitting their work to the fair and stuff. I love that. Love that. So keep it up, girl. Next up is Diane's Svana quilt. That's beautiful. I love the scrappiness of this one. Really fun to see it in just more like medium tones and not so starkly lights and darks. Great scrappiness. This is Diane's. Yeah, and looks like a crib size. Yeah, and left off the borders. I love that. Good job. Here we have Heather's JoJo quilt. Looks like a Christmas themed JoJo. Oh, this one is so fun and quick. And so if you need a quick quilt this season to whip up, this would be a good choice. Love the colors, love the feel of it with that blue in there. Awesome job. She's gonna get that one done for Christmas, that's for sure. Then we have Janice's Peekaboo table runner. We don't see this one often. It's an older pattern of mine. It's a quilt as you go pattern. It's really fun to make because you kind of do those peekaboo little slivers afterwards. So it all comes together in the end like that. Love it. Then we have Wendy's Venus quilt. Oh my goodness, I love this one. I love the layout. If you don't like matching seams and still want to make Venus, this is a great layout to use. You don't have to match any seams. And really fun contemporary feel of it. So good job on this Venus, Wendy. Love it. Casanova. This is made by Kim, and she used some Color Club there. That's a great way to use some Color Club. Look at the subtle
Love that.
Angle or the directional, like diagonal feel of it, just by arranging your colors like that. Love it. And just all blues. That's really a great, and looks so different from mine. It's a great version. Love seeing people think up different ways to use color like that. Love it. And last but not least, we have Linda's Billy quilt. And looks like she's at retreat. This is retreat season for sure. Everybody is going to retreats or at retreats. I'm just gonna have to pretend I'm at one here in my own sewing room this weekend because I got some sewing to do. But I love it, Linda. Great job on the Billy. This one looks kind of like mine because I have those same fabrics in one of my quilts. So thanks everybody for sharing, and keep them coming. So my London Calling quilt is hanging behind me. I did something because we had it behind me also on Tuesday. I kind of moved it up so that you can see a little bit more on the bottom. What's happening on the bottom. I know it's hard to see, but I just wanted you to see a little bit more. Now, of course, this was just revealed now a week ago. First people that got to see it were in Houston at our show, and those that watched the live feed from that show. We've talked about it. I talked about it immensely on Tuesday. So if you missed Tuesday's show, Tipsy Tuesday, we played a video where I actually took this quilt, or we took this quilt all around London. this fall, and it was really fun. Fun to see it in its own element. Took some pictures, staged. It's a big quilt, so it's hard to get pictures. We got a lot of attention when we unfolded this in different places. We even caused one woman to miss her tour group. She was talking and she was just admiring the quilt, offered to help hold it, and then all of a sudden her tour group was gone.
It's like, oops,
Yes, whoops. I mean, who hasn't, I mean, I can resonate. Who hasn't gotten, squirreled or distracted by a quilt? Me, for sure. You lost your train of thought, stopped in the middle of a conversation, took a turn you weren't supposed to take, all because of quilts. That's me, or fabric. So I could resonate with that lady, but I think she found her group. But it was really fun, so check the show out. It was a long video, so we're not going to play it again. But I wanted to tell you because we announced the London Calling kit, fabric kit, and the thread box is on a great, great special. We have special pricing on both of them going on, and they'll be on special through Monday. So through the weekend and through Monday. So make sure you check that out. The thread box is great, everybody. It's Aurifil threads, it's small spools, and it's really basic colors, the colors of the quilt. So you'll use that thread anytime. So always a great way to snatch up some thread for a really great price. So it's 7 spools, and it's almost half price. So it's a great, great, great deal. Always want to point that out because I go through thread like crazy. I'm sure you do too. Okay, so the other exciting thing is we announced last week that we are going to be hosting a tour to London next summer. Not just London, we're going to start off in Birmingham and go to the Festival of Quilts in Birmingham for a couple of days. Take a couple of days through the countryside of England and enjoy. And then we're going to finish in London and retrace our steps through the London Calling quilt. It is going to be so much fun. It's a packed tour with a lot of stuff. So we're going to be busy, a lot of information, a lot of admission included in that package. And so check it out on our website under Travel with Gudrun. And you can also go straight to quiltingadventurespro.com. That's Michelle's website, and register for the trip. Registering will kind of save your spot. If you need a roommate, we can find you a roommate. If you're not traveling from the U.S., the tour includes a flight, international flight from New York City. If you need to get to New York City from anywhere in the States, Michelle will help you arrange that if you want to. But if you're coming from somewhere else, I got friends in many places. So if you want to join us from Europe, from Canada, from anywhere in the world, we can arrange that too. So there's an option to just do the land part and get yourself to Birmingham, and we'll see you there. So check it out. I know there was a lot of interest off the bat, so it will fill up fast. I'm thinking so. So really, really fun. This journey, I just want to again thank you guys so much going through. I love these mystery projects to really get to see you go through all the blocks, learning along the way, a lot of different techniques, using your Stripology rulers in different ways, and then still when you have all your blocks done, that you're still perplexed on how it all comes together. So why do I hear an echo over there, sir?
Never mind.
Yeah, so it's really fun to hear that and how you enjoyed the journey, learning about all the things. I absolutely love it. So to see it all come together, seeing your quilts to come together already, and I can't wait till you start showing and sharing those as well. And we'll share some photos. But if you're joining us in London, there will be a kit involved or included in the tour that I'm going to make a kind of commemorative quilt, possibly using some of the iconic blocks from London Calling. All right, let's talk about another mystery quilt. Well, this one started as a mystery quilt, Our Christmas in Europe. Now, I feel like this book, we've talked about this, we have a book coming out, Christmas in Europe book, which of course features our Christmas in Europe quilt that started off as a mystery quilt back in 2021. And it was another journey through Christmases in all parts of Europe and learning about the traditions and how they vary between countries and how some countries have really unique versions of those traditions. And of course, finished in this beautiful quilt that was also a surprise. Now the book is, I feel like this has been a 3-year pregnancy, but always had the intention to publish a book, but you know, things sometimes get in the way. So what I've enhanced the blocks with, the blocks throughout the quilt, is of course more of the stories behind the blocks, more of the history, and so it'll be kind of a fun read even though you've made the quilt. And lots of recipes I have included to also try different things from different parts of the world. I'm just loving how it's coming together. We have it on a special pre-order price now. Those of you that have already ordered it, thank you so much. I'm very excited about the excitement that it already has created. So we are going to have this pre-order special through November 15th. So you got another week if you want to secure it for a discounted price. It is going to hit the print press next week, which I'm very excited about. So we are going to be getting it right before Christmas, hopefully be able to turn around and get it out to you so you can read it over the holidays. Some very special things in there. I included, of course, a couple of family recipes in there, but it took me back to, I included some photos from our previous tours to the Christmas markets. I've done 2 of them. One of them was pre-pandemic, and then another one was during the pandemic. So, but it's always so much fun to take a group and travel together. So there are some photos, some of our photos. Here's our group. You know, this was the pandemic group. Everybody has a mask hanging on their chin, but we're having some glue wine over there. Some glue wine. Of course, I have a recipe for glue wine, which is the German version of mulled wine. I also have a recipe for Gluck, which is the Scandinavian version of mulled wine. Every country has their own version. Recipes are slightly different, so we gotta have a little duel of the mulled wine. And same thing with the gingerbread or ginger cookies. They vary between countries too, so we have a couple of those matchups in the book as well. So this was such a fun trip. Yeah, that's a good sized gingerbread house, and just it's so festive to be in Europe, seeing the Christmas markets and other things during the holiday season, all the light. It's really fun to see this darkest time of year all lit up, and it just gets you in the spirit. And then of course the treats. Oh my gosh, all the good food that is around just around this time of year. Very, very special. So I think we need to do this again. I think we need to go back to
Let's go.
Christmas time markets. Yes, yeah, that would be fun. Definitely. But this coming year, it's England. So join us if you're interested in having a fun time. So just a reminder of that. This book, the Christmas in Europe book, we showed it to some shop owners at Quilt Market. Everybody's very excited. So you might see this pop up in local stores as well. And possibly they'll be doing some things with it as a block of the month. Now there are 4 bonus projects in there too, beautiful quilts that I use some of the blocks from the book, and we just did a photo shoot of those, so we have some beautiful photos coming your way. All right, let's move on to our Stripology quilting case. We are counting down, the warehouse is counting down the days until our big shipment arrives with all of our cases. It's getting very close. It's clearing customs right now, so we cannot wait for this to arrive. So this has been even a longer pregnancy, as I've talked about in the past. First hard case that is designed. I don't know. I guess I'm pregnant all the time with all the ideas in my head. Anyways, there is Nancy took the case to her retreat this weekend. So she's currently at retreat. They did a little video where she was stuffing her case, and there she is. Everything is at hand, ready to unload on her table, and I think like blocks are already on the design wall. Look at that. She's not hesitating with anything. That's an awesome Frankie over there. And
got it all hung up nicely.
And then she has a little hook to hang it up. Great. This is awesome. So we wish Nancy an awesome retreat experience. Have lots of fun. I hope we get all those projects done. Usually I take way too many projects to retreat, but you know, if you keep at it, you get. I've always got a lot done. So it's a wonderful feeling to have retreat. And just know and remember, everybody, we have our virtual retreat coming up next year in March. We already have pre-registration going, and sign up is going very, very well. So you will be hearing more about our retreat very, very soon. Very, very soon. So, yes.
So excited.
Yeah, it is. That's one of the best time of the year for me, for us, to spend that time with you all. Anyways, some more exciting things happening. Advent boxes are shipping out, so you may have seen a shipping label for your Advent box. They are very exciting this year, and we will kick this off the Tuesday before Thanksgiving here in the U.S. Thanksgiving is late this time, so Advent starts right at that same weekend. So we have just a handful left. Everybody's been jumping on board and snatching up these Advent boxes. So if you want to join us, this will be there's 4 kits in there, as you can see in the bags. 4 consecutive Tipsy Tuesdays that I'll have a tutorial for you and a free pattern of a fun, easy sewing project. Maybe sometimes a little bit of quilting, sometimes something else. Always exploring some new techniques and new things. You know, putting myself through it as well. And I love that. Challenge myself a little bit, doing something a little bit different out of the normal. So I'm excited for this one. We have some fun stuff planned for that. All right, we have another fun thing. If you missed Tuesday, we started the Homecoming Quilt Along. So part 1 was on Tuesday. So I gave you tips on the first parts, the first couple of blocks for the Homecoming Quilt Along. This is, of course, a Lo and Behold stitchery pattern that we are going through and quilting and making together, all to support hurricane relief in the North Carolina area. So make sure you check that out if you wanted to make this alongside us. I'm using Color Club fabrics. So you need, if you do it 4 colors like I am, it's 4 half yards of the 4 colors and then a background fabric. You need 2.5 yards, 3 yards if you want to include the binding in there. So it's a fast quilt. So part 2 will be next week on Tuesday, and then we'll finish it off in part 3. It's a quick one and a really fun, change the pace for me. It was fun for me to explore. So I'll give you some tips, some organizing tips in particular, but check that out Tuesday if you missed it. It's part of our tip of the day. Yes, anything else? We have so much going on. This time of year is just fun and exciting because there's so much going on. Any questions that we need to answer?
Wonderful time of the
Oh, not yet, not yet. We're not there yet.
Oh, okay.
No, not yet, but close. All right, so somebody's going on a retreat this weekend. That's great. Awesome. Now, did you see any questions pop up?
Nope. Just
okay, then I can take a sip of my Harvey Wallbanger.
I'll post a couple remarks here.
Oh, well, Lizette is coming to the first retreat.
Yep.
And Eileen's going next weekend. That's fun. I told you it's retreat season. But I got a really awesome, fabulous new fabric in the store. This one I've been excited to get. Look at this. Field of Flowers by Moda Fabrics. This is a new designer for Moda called Katherine Watson, and I love it. So let me show you. So we put together a 12-piece bundle. I really limited the colorway because I just love this colorway of the teal and this mustard caramel color and just a little bit of taupe and then just this light color. So beautiful, beautiful main print here. I love the variety. I love the movement. I love the different scales of the big blooms. So beautiful print. I'm very excited. I'm definitely keeping this one. So making sure that I am going to get something done out of this. Another gorgeous print, these different types of leaves on this caramel gold background. Beautiful. And so we have 3 kind of in that gold category, even though this one is not going to read fully gold because it's got all the colors in it. We have one more that has, again, the light print on the gold color. Really pretty. Different feel. You can see there's more texture on it, so it's going to read a little bit different color. And then we have this beautiful, a little bit directional print. These white blooms with the teal centers and then a little bit aqua flowers as well. So I really like this one. This one is going to give a little bit lighter feel. So then we have the main print in a taupe background. So you can see it has a little bit different of a feel, a little bit deeper golds in this one. This one is just touches of gold and more taupe, and has that aqua color in there as well. So both the dark teal and the aqua, or I don't know, it's almost like a sage green, like a sea glass color. It's so pretty. Another print on the light taupe background. Some medium-sized flowers. I love the gold little daisies in the back. And the taupe leaves. It's just a really fun colorway. You know, I love different, something new and fresh, and this definitely fit the bill for me. That same print we had here with the flowers, just a more neutral one. I love this deep taupe background with a little bit more darker colors on top, the gold, and then that dark taupe, or more like a brown, like a ashy brown. Beautiful. We have the little daisies, so a little bit more open, small floral, lots of open space in it, so this will be fun to use as well, give you that light into it. And then we go into the teals. We have that print with the daisies and then the gold. Love this movement in here, and really love that pop of gold. We have those small daisies on the teal background, a little bit different tone, a little bit lighter than the dark teal. So I love that variety as well. We have that large tone-on-tone print that we have in the gold or caramel color. Really pretty. And then, last but not least, let's tighten this up a little bit. We have the daisies again in the darker teal. And I love that there's that gold, there's gold centers in the flowers. So this is the 12th pattern, getting all those darker tones in there as well. So there it is, Field of Flowers. These are the 12 pieces I chose. I feel like this would be just a great mix to mix together. We have lots of variety in lights and darks, and it's going to have this really fresh contemporary feel, even though they're florals. I love florals. I love leaf and more kind of nature-inspired prints, and taking it a little bit of a more modern direction is just something I just absolutely love. We'll start my pull with the deepest, darkest blue hue. There's a little bit of that more blue here, and then we go into teal, more teal, but this is Grunge Marion Berry Pie. So it has a little teal undertone, but it's the darkest tone that you want to pick. It could be an accent because it's going to stand out everywhere, even on the darkest teal a little bit, but I love this. This would be perfect for bindings, perfect for a little narrow border. Then I pulled another grunge. This is Peacock, and this one is closer to the teal, a little bit more green in it, so it's going to read better with a lot of the lighter colors. And then I pulled a Moonscape in the Spruce. This one is going to have more of the green in it, so you can see it's going to resonate with a lot of these tones. Good to have a little direction, so if you want a little directional print, that's great. And then I threw in one more brighter. This is so fun with new glaze. This color is called Waterfall. It's going to tone with the lighter tones in here because it's got all the textures and then just that dark drizzle on top. And so these 4 are really pretty with it all. Some golds. I pulled chalk and charcoal in the amber. I love the different textures because you get a lot of different hues of that gold color, and so it will read nicely with it. A little bit darker is the thatched and the aged penny. So you'll see some places where it's really dark and you can really pull it out. So this is another great match for the golds. And then I grabbed some mediums or light colors. This one is a grunge in the marble, so it has a lot of that taupe brown undertone. Fits perfectly with these. And I did kind of a shade variation with the grunge winter white. Has a little bit more cream, so it's going to read well with some of the creamy tones. And then another, just even a slightly lighter one, is dry brush in the whipped cream. So this one is more white, but has that creamy texture on top. So which one of these would blend in there, even a mix of all of them. I pulled one more color as you wanted something for an accent, you know, that dark, deep taupe color, that light brown. This is dry brush in the fawn, and it's perfect for that. And as you can see, if you wanted something that stands out from all the prints, this is the perfect one. It's going to stand out from all the prints. So if you're doing something like Algorithm or Amelie or Clarissa, this is a great accent or focus print for that. Anything that is scrappy with focus, that's a great option for that. So Field of Flowers from Moda Fabrics, designed by Katherine Watson. Yeah, isn't this pretty? I am ready to take this and make something out of it. This is inspiring me. Love these colors. So check it out on the website, and you can find our fabric pulls when you go straight to that product page of the Field of Flowers half-yard bundle. You can see that all the 1 yards that I pulled are going to be right there. You can scroll through them if you wanted to add some of those. Trying to make it easy for you to find all of these. But that's our show for on this Friday. All that's left is just pulling a winner. I hope you've been all good about commenting, asking questions.
That's the show already?
That is it. It's already, 12:40.
I guess we gotta wait. We have some birthdays out there.
Who's got a birthday? November birthdays. Happy birthday, everybody.
Birthdays coming up. Happy birthday coming up.
Yeah. We're having a hot day here in Florida. 88 degrees. They say that's kind of a heat record. It's matching the record for November 8th.
All right.
As far as temperature. We're getting some remnants from that hurricane that is kind of churning in the Gulf.
Drum roll, please. And the winner is?
The winner is Patty Stenpeck. Congratulations, Patty. You've won a $25 gift card. So to claim it, all you got to do is email us, help@gequiltdesigns.com, and we'll get that out to you right away. Yay! Great, great. We have some shows coming up next week that you do not want to miss. We have Tipsy Tuesday, of course, this coming Tuesday, November 12th at 4 p.m. That's going to be part 2 of our homecoming quilt along. We're going to have 2 tip of the days because we're also going to do our Stripology block of the month, number 11. Then we have 1 Yard Wednesday, the following morning, Wednesday, November 13th. That's 9:30 Central. I think we have Perfect Pair too. I forgot to add that in here. I think it's a 5-show week next week. 5 shows. Lots of content, lots of fun. Yeah, Perfect Pair is Thursday at 9:30. And then we have Happy Friday. We'll be back here a week from today at 12. November 15th at 12. And then So Great Saturday show coming next weekend. That is going to be November 16th at 10 a.m. So, yay! Lots of shows, lots of content, lots of fun. This is also prime sewing season, so I hope you have a project to work on and get yourself some sewing. Sew on, get your sew on.
Get your sew on.
I love it. So I hope you enjoy your weekend. Thank you for being with us get some quilting done. What's going on with you? Hitting buttons over there?
There's some new buttons over here that I don't know what's going on.
Did you finish your Harvey Wallbanger? Are you going to blame that as the reason?
Harvey's banging my head.
Maybe that's it. Your head feels like it's banging against the wall.
Pushing the wrong buttons, Harvey.
All right, everybody. Thank you all for watching this Friday. We'll see you next time. Bye.